You guys are goalkeeper. Do you guys want to give everyone your names and the 2 fun facts about each other?
Okay.
Alright, so I'm Mark. I play guitar. And so we're going to do the 2 fun facts about each other.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so first fun fact about Cody. He has thrown up mid-set, mid-song once. 3 times?
Yeah.
3 times, yes. Once was in New Jersey. And we stopped the song, he ran away. And we're like, where'd he go? Came back fine. Second time, was that in Long Island? It was Long Island. He went outside to throw up. And then we already knew what happened.
I came back to a cheering crowd. Let's be
Yeah, because
very...
we started a Cody chant. And then
What's going
and
on?
usually like a homeless guy came up to you like, dude, they're calling for you.
You did, yeah, absolutely. Walked back in there, kind of Rocky style, really.
And then the other one was we have this thing where I'm from in Delaware County called Delco Day, raises money for Headstrong Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And we were playing, and halfway through the song, Cody just puts a stick and runs behind stage. And it was right when like the breakdown was gonna hit, so me and Ryan kind of like jump and come down, and he's gone, and my wife just like runs behind stage, and we're like, okay, he's puking.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Cody. I play
How
the
do you get a
drums.
second fact? Second one is he actually writes most of the songs as a drummer.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
unique.
that was an actually good fact.
So I couldn't do both.
You.
show
I
you
was gonna
both.
show both of you. Okay. Yes,
Maybe you
it's-
have to do a nice one and a mean
I
one
think
now,
I
too.
might have. All right.
But yeah,
Okay.
he writes, which is always fun because everyone thinks that guitar and singer write most of the songs.
Mhm.
So they get to say like he wrote a lot of like the big hooks and verses and stuff. You know, it's always a kind of fun fact that the drummer actually writes.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I appreciate that.
Oh, that's really neat. That's cool.
Pukes.
Pukes and rights. I mean, like, hey, yeah.
All the vocal stuff.
That's what I'm.
On
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. That's me. I'm Cody. I play the drums in Goalkeeper, and this is Mark. And one fact about Mark, that he doesn't have a belly button.
I don't really.
He doesn't have a belly button.
What?
I do
He
not.
had an old man disease happen to him early on in life, and to which he had surgery, to which they basically replaced it with a Mercedes-Benz symbol on his stomach. So you don't have to show it, but that's one fun fact on Mark, so he doesn't have that, and really it's kind of like why. The second fun fact about Mark is that he can go on talking for so long without any converse back for so long. You just give him a yeah, and he's good. However, he is a very good listener, and he's basically a shark. He is the best dude in this industry, and if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be where we are as a band. He is the best coach.
Culture.
Well, speaking about the band, how did you guys get started? How did you guys meet each other?
Yeah.
Okay, take it away, bud.
So, I used to like book shows in this city, and there was like different venues, and I was booking at the Fire at the time, and I already knew Cody because our old bands played together. So when I quit that and just started doing shows, his band was one of the main locals I went to, and he introduced me to Ryan and his band, and so I booked Ryan's band a couple times, and then we first started playing together because I had a show booked and I was really stoked about it, but I couldn't find like that last band.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan and I were talking, and his band couldn't play, and he was really bummed about it. And at that time, I haven't played a show in like a year, so I was like, man, I would love to just do a pop punk cover set, and do like as cliche covers we could, like Sugar Going Down, My Friends Over You, like, and we'll just open, right? We'll be like that Doors band that plays for half an hour and just kind of give something to listen to. And Ryan's like, all right, well, who do we get as like a drummer? Because like he'll play guitar, sing, I'll play guitar. We had our friend Liam from the band to Capitalize. He played bass. And we're like, well, the only thing Cody's playing, and we know he's a great drummer, and he's going to be at the show. And he probably knows all these songs anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, sure enough, when we texted him, he was down, knew all the songs already. And then we jammed, and we were having a lot of fun, and we did the show. And the show actually went over really, really well. Like, a lot of people had a lot of fun with it. And after the show, we were all like in the group chat just talking, and Cody said like he left his band, Ryan's band pretty much went kaputs, and then I was already out of a band. We're like, well, we had so much fun, like why don't we just try it? Like let's just do it. And yeah, that was July of 2016, right?
4 years later, bud.
4 years
Four
later.
years
So you're strong.
there you go. Yeah.
Did it.
Yeah, so and then we knew it was going to be something cool when we could agree on a band name super quick. We have this theory that if you can't agree on a band name, that something's wrong. And we're like, Goalkeeper came up, we're like, boom, done.
Yep.
That was actually my follow-up question, and I'm glad
Really?
you guys like addressed. I was like, how'd you guys come up with
Well, he
that?
said I can talk a lot.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he's on point.
Um,
Yeah, we were just throwing ideas around for names, and at some point, I think sports references came up. Come on, baseball, knuckle puck, yada yada. So, yeah, I think Ryan threw out there was just goalkeeper, and good. That's it. We liked it.
Short, sweet, to the point, you
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah, people still spell it wrong.
they do. It's Goalkeeper. No capital K,
No two
no
words.
space, no the goalkeeper.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
Just one of you guys.
We're gonna make, you know, that font's really popular for T-shirts now, where it's like the white outline and then in the middle it's like the fill in and it's just like goalkeeper. We actually have it for a hoodie. We should do that, but it's like every misspelling, and then in the middle it's the correct spelling.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be
It's
perfect.
highlighting. But
Yes.
yeah, even our label messes it up sometimes. We don't give them a bunch of shit for it.
Mhm.
So
I know there's a bunch of bands that spell out their names on stage, and that's going to be you guys in the
Uh,
future. Yeah.
right, like the big backdrop.
Big back.
Why is it so massive?
You guys got to know what it is.
I think as long as people are listening, doesn't matter which goalkeeper it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be the, it could be a, it could be
Mhm.
2 words. Go.
There you go. So
But yeah, so you guys started working with the label when, and how did that come up? Do you guys like working with the label?
yeah, so we had a friend, Eric, from Rochester, and we were playing up there, and he was talking to us about potentially working with us as a manager, and that actually didn't end up really working out, which was fine because we weren't really ready for a manager. But then he said, hey, like I'm working with Vinny from Less Than Jake, and he's starting this new label, and he owned Paper and Plastic. He started Fueled by Ramen, so a few of his first signings were like Fall Out Boy and Paramore and Jimmy Eat World and things like that. So he's interested in talking to you guys, and so we had a conversation, and it was really cool. He loved how like the band was broken up as far as like everyone's roles, and he really highlighted that he didn't want to like step into what we were doing. Like even when we were writing, typically labels would want to come into the studio, hear what you're saying. Like I don't hear this single, I don't hear this. It's very much like send it when you're done. Like we trust you guys. Like hands off your merchandise. You guys can create it. You guys can run the websites. You guys can do the music, do the photo shoots, have your music videos. Like we're here basically just to distribute it for you, and then help get you guys connected to bigger things. And so far, it's actually been really well. You know, like the music's out there. It's they love it. It's going well. We're in talks with some people, which is exciting. He got us on Fest in Gainesville.
Yeah, that got canceled, but
I
it was going to
know.
be really good. It was a great lineup.
Yeah, they actually made it better for next year. They
Yeah.
added like the wonder years to it, and not saying you're so point. Yeah, it's awesome. And he actually got us a Saturday date too.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because you guys got like a prime date. So people
Yeah.
aren't tired yet, like on
Nah.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's Saturday, the Paper and Plastic stage. So that's really exciting, and it's like so right in the middle of the day. We're getting paid. Holy shit!
I know.
Big
So,
moves.
but I mean, of course, COVID did like kind of hit everything. So a lot of the stuff we were getting excited to do is on the back burner. But I think the biggest thing that we're like most happy with is they just give us our space to do what we want,
Yeah.
and then it's almost kind of like how we know our roles in the band. They know their roles. Like, hey, we're not going to tell you how to write your music or what to do, but we're going to give you guys like the industry contacts, and we're going to try to build you up that way. Since you guys like that's where you guys don't have it, and we're like, cool, sweet.
Yeah. It's like one big functional team.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, and they check in all the time. They're always easily available to hit up, and despite even Vinny and Eric doing all that stuff, like there's no ego, there's no I know better because I was in Less Than Jake. It's been very like just family based, which is awesome. Which is great for us because our first label too. So we're always kind of scared like you're in a contract and is there these expectations and what happens and is this gonna not be fun anymore? Like so many bands have like talked about their experiences and it's been a blast.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's really nice that it's going so smoothly and
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
You guys have all the creative control of your videos now, so I know you guys released one a while back, and it was really cool. Like the color palette is
Thank you.
awesome. As a
Thank you.
videographer, we really digged it.
Nice.
But then you guys are releasing one tomorrow, and from our sneak preview, we saw that it's like tiled up. Who came up with that concept? Who decided to go that direction?
Yeah, so that was more of a Ryan thing. Actually, it's funny you can't speak on it now, but he was just thinking about something that's, obviously we're in this new world and we're trying to think of how to make a music video. And so we just basically centered it on us. It's at our practice space. Made it, just us in the back room. And then it's very Brady Bunch style. And that's kind of where it all came from. So yeah, it's a lot of moving tiles and a lot of small action shots that people are going to want to watch over and over again. Because I know I've watched it like 36 times so far myself. So yeah, there's a lot of little cool things in that. And we haven't done a video like that before. Right. So that's new. And also the song is a complete banger. So, have it on top of it. It's Yes, I did. Oh, Mark, you're gonna make me blush. But no, the video is awesome. It's based off the Brady Bunch. We had a lot of fun doing it with our buddy Casey and Tim. Those guys are awesome. They've helped us with a few videos before, and they actually helped us some more videos. We had a lot more planned with them. So this is only the start. Casey and the video.
Casey and Tim really bring the ideas to life. So which is nice because a lot of they bring. Obviously, the camera is $40,000.
It takes a lot of stress off us too.
Yeah, that's a big thing. It's nice just to kind of give the idea, approve the treatment to make sure we're cool with everything, and then just show up and have fun.
Yeah.
That's been really cool. And then obviously the quality has been super, just a step up. And that's something we really focus on is every time we take a step forward in quality of, photos, music videos, music. It's we can maintain it because nothing looks worse than wow, this video is really good, but then this video is trash.
We started at the very bottom. The first music video that we ever did was at our practice space, and I didn't fully grasp the concept of us doing a music video. So you'll see me in the background straight up then or just not playing what's on the track at all, and I'm just joking around. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
And we literally, it was the three of us, and we shot it together, no outside videographer. So that's why you'll never see a shot in the video with all three of us. And when I'm the worst with this stuff, hands down. So Ryan's really upset because his shots are the worst because I had to do it. But there's a couple of you. It's the leftovers video. If you watch while I'm zooming in on Ryan's facing this way, but the camera's to his side, and he's like that, and you see Cody just texting when it's obvious a big drum snare. He's just
we've started from the bottom.
And all the fisheye shots on an iPhone with a little attached fisheye thing.
Yep.
Wow, that's such a move.
Listen,
little fisheye.
You start down
lens.
here and you just build up slowly.
I had the Miller Lite logo because it was one of those free giveaways at the bar. You can attach on your phone. But it worked.
Yeah. It worked. If it works, it works.
Mm-hmm. And so that's why we've only had one serious music video, and it's easily everyone says the worst one. Even Ryan says it. But even the most serious songs, we try to have the goofiest videos because they're just supposed to be fun. It could just fun and goofy. That's all it's supposed to be. That's how we are too.
Yeah, you guys are a very fun band, live, and very energetic.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with personality. I think one main thing we do in Goalkeeper is we try and disassociate that it's some band and it's this big figure that people can get obsessed with, and when it comes down to it, it's just me, Mark, and Ryan. Same three people that you see practicing at any other local show. So I think we really put ourselves out there and just each individual personality. I think it really shines through.
Yeah, that's what influenced us growing up too. I love we love a whole bunch of bands, but the ones who took it crazy seriously on stage, they weren't as much fun to watch. But then you watch old Blink videos and they're making dick and fart jokes. And, but you can't help but laugh and smile, and you just talk about how crazy that was. I took my wife and I went to see Blink when they did the A Day to Remember All the Time Load tour. And she's never we both actually have never seen them live at that point. I watched videos, but we've never seen them in person. And they brought the Flaming Fuck back. And so instantly, as that's being lit up as we're walking on stage, we just died laughing, and that was the highlight, from the start. So we kind of wanted to do that in our own way too. Look, we want to be goofy. We want to make it seem like you're not seeing a band. It's just more not to be cliche, but it's that was fun. I want to talk to them after the show type deal. Not this all the bells and whistles and this higher than thou type. Nothing against that for bands who do it, but that's just not our style.
Yeah. To each their own.
Yeah, everyone roll up with amps and drums and that's it. We're good.
Just walk in.
Yeah.
Plug in.
Throw it in the middle of the venue.
Yeah.
the middle of the floor,
Yep.
right in the pit.
You guys heard an intimate show before.
Just surround us, surround
Yeah.
sound, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, plus that's the vibe of an opening band too. Like
Yeah.
we play a lot of the opening slots, and like the whole idea is just to kind of get the crowd loose.
Yeah.
You know, they're all standing there like, "What's this gonna be
Loosey-goosey.
like?" And it's
Yeah.
like,
Uh-huh.
it's like, hey, I remember if you look at one of our old cover photos, Ryan did like the thing out like this, and like singing to someone, and if you look, it's in the shadows, but the dude's just flipping them off. And Ryan's trying to sing like this, like, I think of you, and the dude's just like, really, that sums it up. That's
Goalkeeper in a picture.
Is there like a favorite concert memory that you guys have with like a band?
Oh my gosh. Probably, I'd imagine.
And throwing up. It's always fun.
Oh yeah,
that
that
was
seems to be a
so
highlight.
great for everybody in that story. We all had fun in that story, Mark. Every time. Every time. Gosh, no, I don't even know. There's just too many. I think it's awesome that we get to go around to all these places that I've never been to. You know what? I will say one of my favorite memories that look back on a lot was we were on tour, I think like South Carolina or something like that. And we ended up stopping at this place called like, what was it called? Castle Video Games, right?
Oh, yeah.
Destroyed, beaten down, run down. Doesn't look like anyone besides like rats have been there for like 5 years. And we did like a photo shoot there. We ended up going inside the place to try and look around. It was just so like off the beaten path and weird and crazy. And I was like, yeah, guys, I just visited Castle Video Games today, so like, what did you do? You know, that's not exactly like a show or anything like that, but I remember that was really cool.
Yeah. I think so. There's like two stories. I'll make
Just
very
pick
very
one. Just
very
pick
quick.
one.
No, they gotta be both because they're so cool. Very very quick. But we played Ohio, and there's these two girls who are now like some of our closest friends. When we go to like North Carolina, they drove just to see us play for half an hour, like 9 hours,
That's so sweet.
and bought like all the merch, hung out, and then I'm like, well, you know, you don't have to leave. Like we can like hang out. Like you driven down 9 hours. Like no, it's fine, man. Like we came here to see you. We got what we wanted. And I can't wait to see you again. And then we were in Brooklyn, and this girl, Maddie, again, another friend of ours now, she was looking to go on a vacation, and she saw we were playing in Brooklyn, and she's from Missouri, Kansas City, and she flew out they basically made her vacation around the show.
Mhm.
And she came up to us, and she's like, hey, I'm Maddie. We're like, oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, I came from Kansas City to see you. And like,
We were like, excuse me?
what?
What did you just say?
What do you,
What was that?
you can't tell me that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
My hands are sweaty. What am I supposed to do with my hands now? But how do I say thank you enough? Like, I think it's, you know, and I haven't thought about that in a minute, but I think that was a key point, like, when we decided to turn it up a notch, too. Like, these people are making, I remember, for me at least, it's like, these people are traveling so long to come see us play, like, we gotta give them a show, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, so when you decide to turn the notch up a little bit, and you realize you are making an impact, which is awesome.
I think my favorite memory of all was we played the Can't Swim Philly date back in 2 Februarys ago or whatever, at this point, and that was like our first big, you know, opening slot for like a Live Nation show, and like well over 100 people came for us. Like everyone was happy, and we were just like, holy crap, we're on this like big stage. And then we played, and then the crowd went off, and I remember looking to the side and seeing like Small Talks and Safe Face and Can't Swim and Home Safe, just their jaws dropped. And then, you know, almost feeling like, damn, like we like earned that, and this is like super exciting, and they actually respected us, because at that point we never really played with anyone bigger that either we didn't play well at all or that we just like no one knew who we were. So the fact that we did that, played really well, made a lot of fans. One of our best friends, Ro, got our logo tattooed on her calf like 3 days later, and that's the first time she saw us. And so just to kind of have that, like, holy crap, and that show in particular opened up so many doors for us.
Mhm.
So that was so we'd be able to go in there and like do it. And then even Ryan saw Can't Swim at the AC Beer Fest, and they remembered him, and they came up and talked to him. So that was like, hell yeah, actually made
Did
an impact.